I still don't understand how I was able to win so much in the casino. It was on the first and second day in Las Vegas. I kept winning in a row. $370, $495, $1,100, $307, all of this in one single day, on my very first day after arriving. I still cannot comprehend how that was even possible. I was reciting the Israeli prayer Shema Israel. It is a very powerful prayer, possibly the most powerful, and it is the only one I know by heart. I am just beginning my journey in Judaism. The rest of the prayers I read from a book. Before going to play, I was resting after the flight and listening to my daughter's hypnosis recordings. She has a hypnosis program for financial well-being. I don't know what exactly worked, but my daughter truly has results. Her clients often experience significant success after her sessions and hypnosis. On that very first day, I won $2,170. Then I decided to play with $170 and keep the rest, but I was down to $700. The next day, I won again, $300, then $600, and another $100. I remember having around $1,700, so I partially recovered what I had lost. I continued to pray, but at some point I was already inside an illusion. I was asking God to help me win $1 million. I truly wanted that. Then I lost everything. I had no money left, only small change for food, and I had to wait until the next day in the evening to receive my paycheck. After that, I started asking ChatGPT for advice on how to play. It gave me suggestions. I used those strategies for 4 days in a row, and day after day, I kept losing. No matter how hard I tried, no matter what I did, I never won those amounts again. Sometimes I would win small amounts and then lose everything again. And I keep thinking, how was I able to win several times in a row, then lose everything, and then the next day win again? And why did it completely stop afterward? No matter what I did, I could no longer win and only lose. Of course, the casino pulls you in. It feels like just a little more and you will win. That feeling is very strong, and I think maybe in the beginning I had a special state. On the first day, I didn't believe I could win at all. I was indifferent. I was just trying, and I was winning. But at the same time, I wanted $1 million. So even those wins didn't make a strong impression on me. Even when I lost and then won again the next day, the amounts were smaller but still significant, and then I lost everything. And for 4 days in a row, I kept playing and losing my paycheck that I had received for 2 weeks of work. I wanted to win it back. I wanted to recover the money. I wanted to win. And I started to feel that you can only win when you don't want anything, don't expect anything, and just try, plus with indifference. As soon as the desire to win appears, you begin to lose everything and you stop winning. It's like a different kind of energy. And I saw from the outside how people under music and beautiful visuals lose their money. They are driven by hope and by illusion. Where else would people voluntarily give away their money like this? All scams are built on this. They promise you something and you lose. How can so many adults be deceived into bringing their money themselves? Beautiful machines, music, visuals, animations, all of this creates the feeling that you can win. And people believe and they lose, and it is truly addictive. I was there, I know it. I was told that people lose $70,000. I met a man who lost $100,000, his house, and was forced to live with his son. And he still continued going to the casino every week. This is such an expensive toy. The casino. It's better not to go near it. It pulls you in like a swamp. As long as you haven't won, you are safe. But once you win and then lose, you start feeling the urge to win it back. I had a short experience with casinos, and I don't want this anymore. It is the same as giving your money to a scammer. I had a man in my life who told me about eternal love, about how we would be together forever. And I gave him all of myself, but he was living with another woman. He was lying in order to get from me what he needed. That is also a scam. That is also an illusion. Just like the casino, there is only one way out: to step out of illusions, because illusions always lead to loss.